Friends. Friends and well-wishers. I've been away for a couple of weeks. You may have noticed. Oh yeah, weirdly I can't. There's no desktop shortcut for Dolphin. So yeah, I had to be away for a couple of weeks. I've had like loads of weddings and stuff. Is this gonna have my save? Only time will tell. So, but I have good news for you. Hello, Dancy. I think I'm going to stream more regularly. I think I'm going to do Tuesdays and Fridays at 2 PM, regardless of whether or not I have a guest for the Tuesday. And obviously some guests may not be able to do Tuesday, so that would just be additional. But yeah, try and make it a bit more regular. You know? I do believe we were playing as Lisa. Here's our man Abe.
Grandpa, can you help me find Bart? He's missing.
Maybe I'm just a senile old man, but Bart's lucky red hat fell out of that black car.
Wow, Grandpa, what a great clue. You showed why senior citizens are valuable members of the community.
I think my baby teeth are growing back. That's why I had to punch that nurse.
I'd better use something big if I want to take that car out. Like that school bus.
Purchase it from Otto at Camp Krusty. Can you get hit by a car? Should we try and get hit by a car? 1 second. I do think they stop.
Hey, get your face out of my face.
So if I just... no, yeah, they just stop, don't they? Right? No.
Time for more gameplay. I go, girl.
Where's... Whoops. What were we saying about the sound? Is the balance okay? Is that Otto?
Otto.
Whoops. I don't have 300 coins. Wonder if there are a lot of coins at Camp Krusty. That's quite cool. But is it only one way? Right, where is this? The hitboxes are so big. So, okay, so I fucked this. The so this guy got into contact with me about, I don't know if any of you watched the stream clip where I was talking about Gary Stevenson, Gary's Economics. But there was something I referenced in passing during that, was this like post about this Substack post about Gary that was critiquing his master's thesis. Ah, that's a nice touch. It's got very good world building and Easter eggs, I think, this game. And I kind of like the models, I like the graphics. But the actual gameplay is like pretty lackluster, isn't it? I could have put the effort into having a bit more platforming. I'm not actually a massive fan of the Camp Krusty episode. There, I said it. Anyway, this guy got into contact with me because he's the one that wrote this Substack post about Gary, critiquing his master's thesis, and he wanted to talk to me about it because he felt that it was fair to critique Gary's master's thesis. And you know, the Camp Krusty episode insists upon itself. That is actually true. It actually does. I think, you know, I think that's also true of was it Last Exit to Springfield? The one with the union, the strikes, and Lisa's teeth. They both insist upon themselves. Is this Lex? No, I don't want it. But yeah, I don't know. This guy was like, I want to discuss with you why I think it's okay to critique Gary's master's thesis. And I was like, well, on the one hand, you can come on and we can talk about it, and then I can clip that, and then that'll attract loads of views. Because it's a debate, and because everything with Gary Stevenson in it attracts loads of views, as I've discovered. And maybe there'll be a couple of useful points made. But on the other hand, is it okay to critique someone else's master's thesis? I mean, I can't, like, you know what I mean? I can't get too excited about that debate, so I don't know. I don't know, guys. Can I get through here? Right, let's just get out of that car. That car's done for. Oh, okay, we've done it. Oh, we've actually got 300. Well done, everybody. We did it.
I could sure use a pony right now.
Yeah. Ah. You know what just occurred to me? Are there any Economics of the Simpsons videos on YouTube? And more to the point, are there any good The Economics of the Simpsons videos on YouTube? Or something like Learning Economics Through the Simpsons. Or Unlearning Economics Through the Simpsons.
Otto, I know I'm a little young to be asking this,
Look, I don't have any special brownies left. I ate them all.
but do you think I can use your school bus?
Oh, right. Cool. Meet my price and she's all yours, little lady.
Come on. I think it's good to get as many coins as possible in this game, right?
Hello, Springfield.
Because that seems to be like the only barrier to doing anything. This is quite cool. I like this vehicle. Yes, I know where the fucking observatory is. It's just there. I didn't quite catch why I can only collect the lucky red hat. Do I need to destroy it?
Thank goodness for seatbelts.
That was a good hit, wasn't that? Did you see that? Like... Oh. They got me. Come on. Vox did something. Yeah, but that would be fucking predictable and shit.
Ow! I'm gonna have to do so much babysitting to pay for that.
It'd just be one of those crappy American infographics that's like, I know what you're thinking. Economics? For the beloved show The Simpsons? Surely you've got to be crazy. But there are some lessons we can learn from it. Like, tell me that Vox video, if it exists, doesn't contain a passage that is very much like that. I'm talking about a good video. Come on, don't hit me up with shit. I want good stuff, you know? But I will watch it. Economics of Eve Online. I never played that. I remember trying to play that game. I used to play RuneScape when I was young, and then WoW when I was a bit older. That's the, that's growth, that is. That's growing up. You don't really... You have to actually give them a proper hit, don't you? Thanks, JB. I'll obviously clip that for some kind of short. You know what's mad is, as a YouTuber, you feel your incentives, your financial and clout/subscriber incentives just pushing you towards streaming, stream clips, short form content. Like, the video essay is not rewarded. Only the really big channels, and I mean the really big ones, the first movers really, Sean ContraPoints, Philosophy Tube, H Bomber Guy, maybe CJ the X, Mooncat and FD Signifier can survive with that kind of odd video essay that's like 3 hours long. I tried the modelling, it doesn't work for me. I'm going to have to do more stuff. And just shorter videos.
Excuse me, Chief Wiggum. Can you help? I've got to find my brother.
Sorry, little girl.
I'm busy collecting evidence on Jailbird. We're busting him on the 3 strikes law.
How many strikes do you have so far?
No strikes. But that's only because I'm a very, very bad cop. Now, first of all, if we're gonna go undercover, you will need a disguise.
You mean like an eye patch?
Hey, good one. If we could afford a disguise like that, I wouldn't be getting paid in potato chip coupons.
So what disguise do you have?
Well, here's one of Ralph's old Halloween costumes.
Fine, wait here and I'll get changed.
Cool clothes at the Android for 250 coin. Right, okay, so this is the coin collecting bonanza then, clearly. So there's a channel called Soup Emporium. Have you guys ever heard of that channel? It's got like 300,000 subscribers. And he has a video on the Simpsons Hit and Run not being as good as people remember, which I haven't watched because I was going to play it first. But it's like 2 hours long. I think I am inclined to agree. I do think that there are various things about the gameplay and the script, the comedy, that actually aren't really that good. It is very new Simpsons rather than old Simpsons, I think. It's coasting off the Simpsons reputation, but it does a good job, like I said earlier, of like world building, and I think you're supposed to do this in a car. And I kind of like the dialogue. The dialogue's like mid. It's fine. It's quite good. Does that, if you get that, does that clean the car that you... Yeah, interesting. But the Soup Emporium guy, I actually forget his name because I met him. He's got a really big channel, really big video on Yellowstone, which I guess probably hit the algorithm again recently because it's from a while ago. But we were all at the pub, and I'd been invited to this talk, to do a talk about my book, but I was kind of there as Unlearning Economics, right? Like everyone knew I was a YouTuber, and so we were all chatting, you know, about that and everything, and at the pub after the talk, and then this guy, like, who had barely said anything, about 2-3 hours in, just goes, "Oh, he goes, oh, I've got a YouTube channel with like 350,000 subscribers. And one of my videos has like 6 million views." I was like, why didn't you mention that before? And that was Soup Emporium. But I'd never heard of it. Mate.
But Bart's only missing.
Well, looking for that little monster, treasure can't help anything. You might as well pick up Mother's dry cleaning for me.
Joel.
The time for action is now.
That sounds right. So, you know what's stressing me out? We literally live in the future. I can design, print, build basically anything I like. I'm literally making a smart pocket watch right now. Oh shit, I fucked this up. As a fun project. So why is the world so fucking shit? Because, my friend, while that kind of thing is fun, it is not that fundamental to the human experience.
You have a gift for speed.
Things like housing, getting a foothold on housing,
Get back to my search.
healthcare, education, getting a solid footing, you know, becoming an adult, whatever that means for you, if that means getting married or whatever. All of those things have become much harder. And in addition, we do live in a world where we're comparing ourselves much more to other people, partly owing to social media, or mostly owing to social media. And that makes things feel kind of crap, even when they're okay. And there's all of the political stuff as well.
Skinner's dinner.
Here, do you want to try a new crusty ribwich?
I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, there's no meat in it. Just paste and MSG.
So what's the
Principal Skinner.
what's the Oblivion remake like? Because I never played the original. I've played Skyrim.
I apologize from the bottom of my Vietnam veteran's heart. I promise this next stop will be the last. Going in hot.
Ah, shit, I've done it again. I should have taken the shortcut.
Now, this car isn't much of a love buggy anymore.
Through there. Okay, probably saved ourselves now.
Yes, Mother.
I think it's like in like 50 years ago, you could grow up in a town, get a job in that town, live like a stable life and be fulfilled. But now that opportunity is no longer available for most people. You have to enter the fucking rat race, probably move to a big city if you want any kind of opportunity, else menial employment in the town you lived in. And, you know, there are such big expectations for people. Traditional media has its part to blame as well. You know what I blame? Friends. Friends fucking ruined our entire perception of like how most people can live by having people who like didn't really work, a lot of them, who weren't especially talented, with the possible exception of Ross, living like in leisure-filled, fairly luxurious lives in central Manhattan.
Dr. Nick, I'm here to pick up Principal Skinner's personal items.
Hi, little girl. Ah, you're so cute. Here's the principal's anti-fungal cream.
Ew.
One second, let me change the sound because... The timer only starts when you get in your vehicle, which is a bit weird.
Can make room in the remedial class for you. It looks like I'll have to gradually go slightly wild.
I hope Bart gets blamed for that.
You broke something, Seymour.
Yes, Mother.
Ah!
Looks like another tangle with the goons at the body shop is in order. I seem to have soiled myself.
Oh my god, no, we fucked it. 2 mines, I was in 2 mines.
Gotta go.
That's actually quite difficult.
Stupid.
He does, to be fair, Chandler in the final episode kind of resolves the
Let's just do this thing.
plot hole by saying we benefited from rent control. I've got an article about rent control coming out soon, by the way, everyone. Oh my god, get out of the way.
If I need another hip this time, I'm taking yours.
Fine, Mother.
It's funny because Zoran has campaigned on a rent freeze, right? Oh, you have to do the whole thing.
Wow, Mother loves clean house dresses and old lady underwear.
Principal Skinner, I really should get back to my search.
Maybe these gold stars will change your mind?
All right.
I'll track your spore and find you someday.
I wonder if I'll get extra
Oh dear.
for this.
I think I got to spend a small amount of time at least plotting out the fucking route. Although you don't know what the route is, but no, don't. Why did it do that?
To the emergency room.
Man, the controls are
You
janky.
all a pair.
Thanks for subscribing. Whack. Big cities are traps where you technically make a lot more money than you would in your small town, but also the cost of living are a lot higher, yeah.
I need Principal Skinner's dinner.
Well, I'm in London, so you don't have to tell me about that.
Rusty ribwitch?
I'm a vegetarian.
Oh, there's no meat in it. Just paste and MSG.
That's, this is what Germany gets right, I think. You know, the,
I can't help you anymore. I need to search for
there's,
Bart.
oh my god, there's employment available everywhere.
My Vietnam veteran's heart. I promise this next stop will be the last.
Does this remind you of your career, Seymour?
Yes, Mother.
fuck? Jeez. Oh my god. That was mental. I think we're going to do this. Alright, let's find a repair before we go back there. The timings are so stupid. So the time doesn't start until you get out of your car. Get into your car. And then it stops when you reach the person in your car, even if you drive away shortly afterwards.
Just a few more.
Made it.
I seem to have soiled myself.
It's an article, by the way, not a video. My general position on rent controls is that rent stabilization, I think, is generally a desirable policy because it provides really big benefits for people who are incumbents at the time that the rent control is passed, or who move into the rent-controlled flats. I think that you need to couple it with some restrictions on how easily landlords can evict people, because sometimes they abuse their powers to evade the rent controls. But I also think you need to couple it with flexibility for the landlord, so it's not like just a really hard freeze that doesn't allow them to raise rents at all with inflation or with improvements or whatever. And I think on the margin there will be some... You'll probably get fewer rent-controlled apartments because of rent control, even with a really well-designed policy. But I don't think you'll get less housing overall. I just think that it will shift into either non-rent controlled apartments that are exempt because they're new builds, or they'll be sold to owners. So that's quite complicated in terms of its effects. But I think that you have to bear in mind the housing doesn't disappear. The incumbent renters benefit a lot, and the negative effects are, in the minority of cases.
Dr. Nick, I'm here to pick up Principal Skinner's personal items.
Hi, little girl. Ah, you're so cute. Here's the principal's anti-fungal cream.
Ew.
Right, so now we know.
Don't worry, Ralph Wiggum has the same problem.
Now we know that we go up here.
Push that idiot out of the way.
Whatever you say, Mother.
I did have a video that touched on rent control, my Death of Economics 101 video.
Sorry. Bart gets blamed for that.
Where I basically outlined that position that I just told you about, but I didn't spend enough time on it. It was quite common in my early videos for me not to spend enough time on a topic. I think I didn't realise. Oh my god,
Power!
mate, this is hard, bro.
I blame white males for
Hint:
keeping me
avoid.
down.
Did she just say I blame white males for keeping me down? I love that. Ahead of its time. Thanks, Enrique. I'm glad. Nat's good. I would
At your service.
I would recommend Nat's book, Ricardo's Dream. I think it was really good. So you go round here, is that right?
Watch out!
Going in hot.
Ow!
So you can go through here.
All for Lisa.
Oh, what? Oh, shit, I'm not even going there. I'm going to the squeaky voice teen. Oh, shit. Man, it makes you redo the whole thing, right? We're going to be here for a while, guys. Okay, I might not have to... Maybe no talking.
Looks like I'm not in the 98%.
Oh, I thought I did it. That was a bug. I mean, read Ricardo's Dream by the guy I was interviewing. Don't read... I mean, you can read Ricardo if you want. He theorized...
Springfield?
Ricardo theorized about marginal land, so that all the best land would be put to use first, and right. So that's what I need to do, right? All the best land would be put to use first, and then landlords would end up squeezing both capitalists and workers as more marginal land was brought into the economy. That was the that was Ricardo's other theory. I talk about it a bit in my value video.
I really should get back to my search.
Nat talks about it quite a lot.
Change your mind?
the road and onto the sidewalk.
Holy face.
Have you read, presumably you've read Ricardo Hausman, Atlas of Economic Complexity? Enrique.
Principal Skinner, I can't help you anymore. I need to search for Bart.
Lisa, I apologize from the bottom of my Vietnam veteran's heart. I promise this next stop will be the last.
Oh no. To be fair, this one's not actually that hard. So you can't come back up
Never learn.
that way.
No, Mother.
You can come all the way through. Yeah.
Oh, you're accelerating all wrong, Seymour.
So here's the thought. If you do that, I mean, you could. I don't know if you drive far enough away, it fails the mission. But because the timer doesn't start until you get into the car, the book is called Ricardo's Dream.
Doctor.
You see? Okay. Yeah, so all the way up there.
Drink coffee yet?
It's a really good book.
Oh no. I swallowed my gum. To the emergency room.
I hope these are recyclable.
It's a very good book. It's one of the better economics books I've read recently. Bloody hell. This is hard. It's close. Fair enough.
There. We've got Mother's laundry.
Oh, sorry.
For Ed and me. And, personal items. Now, if you can just help me find a place that carries Mother's favorite canned aspic.
This is ridiculous. I can't keep doing errands for you. I've got to find Bart.
For helping me with my ridiculous errands, I suppose I owe you something. If you need help recovering your brother's body, living body, give me a call.
I am the Lizard Queen.
I've unlocked Principal Skinner's sedan. Alright, we'll drive that. So Ricardo Hausman's Atlas for Economic Complexity, which is a sort of report rather than a book. I don't know, I'm presumed that Hausman has some books, but I don't know. Mr. Plow King. Hey, Wassa. Do we really want... I think we want the Malibu Stacy car, don't we? Yeah, that one. That one. There's also Jason Potts, I think. Is it Jason Potts? He's like something of a techno-optimist, probably. He's quite like pro-market. I do think that, yeah. So who's a techno-optimist within that community? I haven't followed them for a bit.
I hope these are recyclable. I'm ambulatory again.
Yeah, it's quite cool that.
Excuse me, Chief Wiggum. Can you help? I've got to find my brother.
Sorry, little girl. I'm busy collecting evidence on Jailbird. We're busting him on the 3 strikes law.
How many strikes do you have so far?
No strikes. But that's only because I'm a very, very...
I'm so confused by this. Didn't I just do that quest? Where's the map? How do I open the map? Is there like a... Can I open the full map of...
Time to move.
Screenshot, eh? I find it kind of strange that you would be... So, if you're a complexity theorist, right? The starting point is... Obviously, the world is complex. Therefore, the idea that it would be reducible to machine learning seems to me to be in conflict with that complexity, unless they believe that complexity modeling tools can capture it. But then that's not what AI uses even. Nerd car, donut truck. What happens if you kick Gil?
Gil needs another operation.
Millhouse, are you working here?
That's not so bad. I get a green cookie on St. Patrick's Day. It comes out of my paycheck.
Race 1.
3,
Right, fuck me, right.
2, go!
Uh-oh. Ah.
Go, girl.
Okay, I fucked that up, haven't I? I think I can do it. Get Jimbo this time. Ah!
Look at me, I'm flying.
Oh, jeez.
For the love of pound cake.
Okay, I fucked this up. Drive to Mr. Burns Casino.
Look out!
Sorry.
What are the speed runs for this game saying? How quickly do people complete it?
This is the worst town in America.
Technology is the only source of total factor productivity. The method emerged at the birth of AI hype in the 2000s.
Excuse me, Chief Wiggum. Can you help? I've got to find my brother.
Sorry, little girl. I'm busy collecting evidence on...
So... Is Android's dungeon up? It's up, isn't it? Also, since when did comic book guys sell clothes?
Sorry.
So, help me out here. I'm not that clued up on AI in terms of its economic impact. I'm aware that there are some studies showing that it does have an improvement, an impact on productivity. A positive one. And that doesn't, I think... I do think that... Oh shit, they're going to charge me.
I never saw these guys before.
Damn it. It does have an impact, like a negative impact on productivity. When it was banned in Italy, it reduced productivity or something. But that's, I think people conflate, they think of ChatGPT, which isn't necessarily the AI tool we're talking about.
I go, girl.
So, yeah. Here it is, here it is.
Smell that fresh air.
So is this, it's like... Alright, fine. I'm paying the price for using this Florida outfit. For buying it.
What a perfect day.
I've seen better days, but the food is free.
So hungry. Need federally mandated breakfast. Oops. Move it!
Whoa, spilled my pudding.
Oh no!
Internalized
Soy pop.
internalized Econ 101 thinking. So AI... Oh, close. I'm trying to figure out what you mean. So AI's gonna... What are they optimistic about? They just think that AI is going to improve everything. But you think that probably traces to internalized Econ 101 thinking. But there are so many... Like, AI is going to affect employment negatively. It makes people stupider. It contributes to, like, misinformation. It has very high energy use. It's kind of ruining art. I do think it has its uses, but I think those are limited and it needs like very strict regulation of the type we're just not going to get. Bastards. Maybe I do need to do this race with Millhouse because I can't find any other way to get a load of coins. Right, come on Milton. Come on. How are you supposed to do that without damaging your thing? I suppose you're not.
I need speed, more speed.
I do think there's there's a streak within the complexity community that is very much about, you know, it's more Hayekian, right? It's like the economy is complex, so let's not mess with it. That kind of thing. It's too complex for you to understand, so therefore laissez-faire. Which I think is like sneaking in a normative conclusion to what should just be like a way of modelling. Oh no! Oh, we're so close. Oh fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, we did it.
Girl, Lisa. This'll be noted on your permanent record.
Yeah, we'll come back next week or on Tuesday and let me know. Did I get coins for that? Do you... You don't get coins for completing a mission? Jesus. Alright, okay. Fucking... Looks like there's some coins around here. It's not quite Elden Ring, is it? Or even Mario 64. I mean, we can go down to that beach.
Ooh, I should sell this on the net.
I don't... You know, it's so funny. I wouldn't say I'm a techno pessimist exactly. Mate, what's going on? Can I go down? I wouldn't say I'm a techno pessimist, but I don't think technology really solves social problems or political problems or economic problems, or at least it's just as likely to cause new ones.
Forward momentum. I wonder if
I don't know that actually. Maybe that's not true, because if you take something like the washing machine, like I do genuinely think that that probably contributed to like women's liberation to some extent. So maybe yeah. But I wonder if we, I mean, I wonder if we've reached the point of like diminishing returns. Certainly cryptocurrency and AI are here to stay, and you can't, you know, you can't turn back the clock on these things.
speed, glorious speed.
I mean, you need to,
I
yeah.
hope those were
You-
recyclable.
You can use technology for good things.
Safe and sound.
Is this, why does it keep bugging out and wants me to talk to Chief Wiggum again? Oh, it's because I started the... It's because I started the Millhouse race, which counts as a different quest, so I have to restart the Chief Wiggum one.
Dear.
Bruv. You know what I actually might have to go and do is gamble with Lex.
Just a few more.
Why do quests if they don't give you coin? I can't believe they don't give you coins.
Watch it.
need more attention in the gym. All for Lisa. Take that, Gravity.
Here we go. The mother lode. It's all here. Everything we ever asked for.
Ah, sweet, sweet tangible rewards. Wow. I need to work
It's-
on my cardio.
I mean, clearly the way AI has
Move it.
oh, here we go. What's the word? The way that AI has proliferated or been implemented is not neutral. So there are numerous laws that should have governed how AI could be used. Intellectual property laws probably being the most obvious ones, where it should have been, according to the current laws that we have, and I'm not always a massive fan of intellectual property laws, but they should have protected creators and artists. That was the one tool we had, but when it served the interests of companies, they weren't. So and in the past, the copyright laws were used against small creators by large corporations. So there's just like an obvious inconsistency in how those laws are applied, and that changes how the effects of the technology. And clearly it favours the rich and businesses and corporations. So, yeah, if you didn't have that set of structures, how would AI actually
Excuse me, Chief Wiggum?
manifest?
I've got to find my brother.
Sorry, little girl.
The time for action is now.
Good thing this car belongs to the city.
It's kind of weird that they don't realise when you're
Strike one.
following them.
Counterfeit designer jeans.
Like, that's the typical thing
Rhymes. Whew, you
for some kind of stealth game, right? But it's more just about how far away. But usually you can't get too far away or too close.
That's a
This is just how you can't get too far away.
over an
This
elderly
game.
person without a license.
Maybe you can't hit him. I can't remember.
Oh, Mom.
You're just lucky I can't remember faces.
Technology allows for the spread of suffering more equally or the distancing of the beneficiaries from the consequences of suffering. So, like, if you're
Police business, move it. I speed pretty good for a cop.
if you've got like self-checkout, then you have a few employees checking on it. You can now have everybody, let's say, in a community working at the supermarket, maybe for like a year of their lives, or like for... Oh shit! I didn't even realise there was a timer. Oh, fucked it.
Another victim of...
Or you can just push it onto a few people, which is obviously what we do now.
Let's just
But yeah, so you could have like everybody does a sort of national service type year of their lives where they're working at Sainsbury's or whatever. Oh shit. Ah, fuck it. Too far ahead. Or like once a month. Well, this is the thing. I do think AI is a bit of a bubble. There's so much VC poured into it. And I think there's an interesting... I don't quite know enough about this, but... You know, someone earlier was asking why they feel like shit. Despite having access to lots of conveniences. And I do think there's a study to be done. Maybe some have been done. Videos to be made. Articles to be written. Books to be written. On whether venture capital in the USA for a long time has basically been betting on regulatory arbitrage. And, oops. I like how you can't fail that. So if you take things like Uber and Airbnb and Deliveroo, really you're talking about a weakening of labour rights, health and safety regulations, in order to provide a low-cost service. But they weren't profitable for a long time, right, these things? So...
Someone call the cops. Ow, ow.
time to move.
like, they really weren't profitable for such a long time.
It's Wiggum time.
Man, are we going to make it? Come on!
Hope I can buff that out.
Yes!
And strike three. Illiterate. All right. We got all we need on this lowlife. Now, about your brother. I've seen lots of mysterious government types over at the docks. Maybe they sent him on a nice cruise. They got some great package deals these days. 5 buffets per boat inclusive.
Thanks, Chief. You are a good cop after all.
You're just saying that.
Yes, I am.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. I got my mojo working now.
Yeah, a lot of these... Oh, I thought we were going to get to drive the police car. A lot of these companies weren't profitable for a long time. Even Amazon. And I think they're just relying on the establishment of a monopoly along with regulatory arbitrage so that they can cement their position and the VC investments will eventually pay off, but not because of the efficacy of the product, which because of enshittification it will actually decline in quality, as a lot of things have, Google search being the one example where you can see it objectively almost. And prices will rise, and like contracts that people are locked into, the terms will go up, the payments will go up, and competitors will be reduced in clout. Can I
Chief Wiggum said there was
escape the hit and run like this?
going on around here. Have you noticed anything weird? You know, black sedans, guys with dark glasses.
Yeah, maybe I've seen something and maybe I haven't. Render me a favor, and it might jar me memory.
What favor?
I've got a shipment here of live mackerel. Can ye navigate the fishies to the finest restaurants in the squid port?
Those poor fish. I mean, sure I'll help. Hello, Springfield.
So the point is, right, that a lot of the things that VCs invest in can't really make an honest profit.
Fish delivered to a happy home.
I don't think. And the AI companies in particular, like we said, they're kind of breaking the law. They're trying to establish a monopoly. They're exploiting cheap labor as well, a lot. With a big environmental impact they're not paying the cost of.
Now you'll never be fried and served with tartar sauce. Next time, watch out for net stuff. Return to the wild.
Alright. But also, yeah, there is this question of whether AI will sort of implode because it will start training on itself, eating itself. But the point is, if we've reached a point where we can't distinguish between AI and the real thing, and there's no choice, then what the fuck do we do? I tell you what, the environment used to be the biggest example of like a negative externality of a economic activity, an effect on people outside of the transaction. I think AI is beginning to rival it, not least because it does have some environmental impacts, but also like just the effect of like the amount of shit that AI puts out there on like general knowledge and understanding and trust,
Savor your freedom, my
creating costs for anyone who actually wants to find anything. Fuck.
sweet forward momentum.
You know what? These are actually pretty tight.
I'm gonna be tardy. Well, that's that.
The times for these are tight.
Ahab will tell me what he knows.
Once you've sacked the majority of your workforce and replaced them with AI, you're locked into paying exorbitant fees or retraining an entire workforce. Exactly.
I am so sick. Watch out!
You can do quite tight turns in these. But if you crash into someone, you're fucked. Look, that's a tight turn, right? Oh.
These are recyclable.
A huge effect on media literacy, yeah.
Sorry.
I think the video and images in particular are harmful. Because we really believe the evidence of our eyes. I mean, I know our eyes read as well, but you know what I mean. Like TV and video, pictures and video emulate real life in a way that words don't. Words are a bit more of a refined skill.
Now, I can tell you, I saw your brother.
Really? That's great.
Aye, he was in a long black limo, and ahoy! There she drove.
The time for action is now. Help!
Man, this is not the right car. This is not the right car. I don't know if the black limo is going to fucking... The Malibu Stacy convertible. Mate, look, I've already fucking...
Mea culpa.
Okay, we got to go down here. Get this.
Great. More liberal guilt. Jerk. I go, girl.
You got to sneak up on him. Like this. Definitely need the school bus or something. Oh no. Mate, Chief Wiggum, I'm on your side.
I need speed. More speed. Oh no. I need speed. More speed. My bad. Thank goodness for seatbelts. Hey, I'm just a little girl. Oh, Mom.
Can we do it? Just does so little damage.
Hey, watch it!
Mate, I cannot do this in the Malibu Stacy convertible, I'll tell you that much. Oh! Close though.
You can't keep me.
What do you mean look between buildings for shortcuts? That's not a good hint. How is that a good hint?
Let's just do this thing. Oh, come on! Sweet forward momentum.
Right.
This reminds me of when I was a little girl.
Toughness, speed, acceleration. What's better? Plough King. Oh, the school bus is better than the Plough King.
Get me?
Nice one.
Time to hit the streets.
Right.
Ow, my hair! Ow, my hair!
There we go.
Uh-oh, I need a little help here. I hope Bart gets blamed for that. Watch where you're going! Darn it! Speed, glorious speed!
Ah, I blew up the police car and the fucking limo. I'm so cool. People won't directly be tricked by every AI video I see, but there's already the already very low trust in media and experts will bottom out, and people say anything that doesn't confirm their biases is fake AI. Yeah, I actually wonder if this is AI. When you don't like something saying it's AI, if that will be like at least as common as trusting something that is AI. You know what I mean?
Oh God! I destroyed the limo and killed Bart!
No murderer he wasn't in the limo. He got out and he boarded that ship.
Can you take me there?
Nah, I hate the sea.
Going out to sea, eh? Did you guys see that video that was like the founder of AI? The one of the first people to do AI, was it of OpenAI? Was asked what wait, how do I board? Oh, I have to go up here, don't I? Yeah, that's it. Was asked what kind of, how do we manage the impact of AI?
Sorry.
And he was like, socialism. He was just like, ah. So close. I'm out. He's here. He's here. He's right here. Where is he? Ah. He just said socialism.
Bart, I found you.
Jeffrey Hinton, maybe.
Bart, snap out of it. Oh, I gotta wake him up. Bart, how old are you? What's your favorite catchphrase?
Kiss my grits.
It's no use. His brain is even more broken than usual. All I can do is take you home and get you a diaper. Yay! I won! I won! I won!
Mind erased, pants soiled.
Bart, what's causing your ooga booga talk? My special little guy's noodle has turned to goo-goo.
Bart's come back as a libertarian.
Nuts. Security cameras, mysterious vans, crop circles. There's got to be a connection. Maybe the police know something. I'll do my best.
I do think they've done a good job with like the story and the levels and characters.
It was an accident. Come on, let's keep it moving.
Canyonero. Ah, shit. Oh no. Oh, I thought I was on fire then. What? Okay.
Chief Wiggum, I need you to find out what happened to Bart. Could you show me where the crop circle is? There's got to be a clue to curing Bart.
Ah, that's cute. I'd love to help, but I got sugar withdrawal real bad. The donut store is closed, and I got a monkey on my back screaming for Cruller. Oh, he's screaming.
To be fair, Slayer, I do think that's a little bit unfair. In the sense that a smart libertarian would say that they will use public services, but they think that they don't have a choice because the state insists on providing them when in fact it could allow the private sector to. I don't think they're right. I just think that I can understand what it's like. The same way I use, you know, horrible corporations, right? It's like, where do I get my stuff? I need stuff. I need all the stuff. More, if anything.
Cautiously, wildly accelerating.
Whoa, hello.
I hope this isn't stealing. I'm not very good at this.
You have to get a clear, like, clean hit, don't you, in this game? It's not like you can't sort of grind them down.
I should pay more attention.
Okay, I can probably get him here now.
I am so totally embarrassed. Easy, easy. Steady, Marjorie, steady.
I need a sick day.
Sorry about that.
Ah! I keep getting hit and run. No. Come on. We can complete this quest without getting... Fine, we don't have any bloody coins. Out of the way. Oh shit, we're going... Oh shit, we're going around here. Hey, you can shut up. What the hell?
Okay, Marge, stick to the plan.
I love how all the police are following me.
Busybody housewife, you sure get results. That crop circle's at Cletus's shack. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a truck full of donuts to eat. I'm gonna need a lot of coffee.
Marge in charge.
Ed Zitron. Yeah, I mean, what's the business plan?
Hope this car doesn't stink too bad.
The only business plan I can see would be to, like, completely abuse your power, try and establish a monopoly, thwart regulations, break the law, exploit people, and make yourselves indispensable even though you're often a worse product than what came before. Especially over the long term. And socially. The thing is, I'd do more of these races if the entire game wasn't just driving. Oh my god. Again. Mate, the police in this are fucking well oversensitive. Oh, did they get busted? Fuck's sake. Well, the beauty of capitalism is that whatever people watch, they'll put money into it, right?
Excuse me?
I don't care if you is from New York. You ain't taking pictures of our decrepitude for no magazine. No way.
No, Cletus, it's me, Marge. Marge.
America's a fucking weird
I'll do my
place.
best.
How's about getting off the road?
No time for caution.
Sad.
Come on.
Good at this. I just polished that. You got it. I hope there's not much more. Are you blind? Well, now, who put that there?
It's the worst Simpsons hit and run playthrough.
Whoops.
Jesus.
Well, guys aren't gonna like
No, 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 no.
sensible shoe to the metal.
Okay, so there's no time limit. Oh no, he's gone. He's gone. Or maybe not. Oh no, now he's gone, now he's gone. Oh dear.
Finish fast.
Wait, where's he gone? You can't hear the game. I can turn it up for you guys. Oh my god.
It's true. Women drivers aren't very good. No time for caution.
Man, how did I fuck this up so quickly?
I hope they're all right.
You can hear the game. Is the game way too loud now?
Everyone better stay out of my way. Nice girls, finish fast.
Oh mate, I really fucked that up.
Marge Simpson, at your service.
I will say that despite the missions being almost all the same, it's not that easy, this game.
I just had that hang thing. Oh my goodness. Woo! Whee! Ooh.
Oh shit. Fuck. Fucked it.
my best.
Every single game, like mic, streaming software, and seemingly day, brings with it like a new set of audio balance requirements. I've got to figure it out by asking you guys what the mic should be, what everything should be. It's really annoying. I guess if I were better at sound, I'd be able to do it, but like, one would think that there could be like a, you know, a streamer setting that's like everything's balanced as the same for the people fucking listening. Oh my god, fuck off. Yeah, you don't want to be too close because he's quite janky and he changes directions often. We should be okay now though. Oh, not if we do that. Fuck. This handles so badly. It's the fucking Canyonero. Or is it? Is it the Canyonero? Maybe, I think it is the Canyonero, right? Marge's car. Thing is, when you crash, it like sort of makes your car jump around all over the road. Like the crashes are more irritating than the ones in GTA. Here we go.
Sure hope no one saw that. How about that? You've got to help me. I have to find out what happened to my baby boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you was a city slicker. But I ain't telling you nothing less than you help us with the harvest.
Harvest? If I'm going to be doing yard work, I better change, or my next mission will be to get mud stains out of green rayon.
What's inmate clothes? 300 coins. Oh good, more coin gathering. I think this is GameCube version, yeah. What's Skyrim Grandma? Hey, where's this little thing? Nadim, I'm not always... What do you mean tech monopolies are getting challenged through free markets? There's loads of antitrust legislation, right? I thought that was what libertarians didn't like. When their precious monopolies get broken up. But generally, no, I'm not in favour of replacing one monopoly with another. Ah!
Yippee!
Come on, you little bastard. Explain it like your 5 post-Keynesian economics.
Oh, boy! Woo-wee!
Interesting.
Yes!
1 second.
Yippee! Oh, boy!
No, you can't do that without... Or do you just go up here? Yes. So I would say that post-Keynesian economics has a few foundations. One of them, possibly the most important one for the purposes of like policy analysis, is that most things in the economy are fundamentally demand driven. So the more demand there is, the more output there is, the more technological innovation there is, because necessity is the mother of invention, right? So if firms are being pushed to capacity and they're getting a lot of demand, they'll expand, they'll invest, they'll innovate, they'll invent. And there are no diminishing marginal returns in general, maybe in a couple of areas like agriculture, but still not really there. Firms typically
This'll be Marge's secret. Yes! Yippee!
adjust quantity when there's a price rise, not price. Sorry, when there's a rise in demand, firms adjust quantity, not price.
I wonder who put these here.
Now that does have an entire set of implications at like the micro level, at the level of the firm, at the level of the consumer.
Let's see what this does.
In terms of like how prices are arrived at, whether they communicate information and things like that. But it also has macroeconomic implications, because it does imply that spending tends to drive the economy.
I could really use a lift.
That is the Kenyan arrow. Which is why post-Keynesians believe in government economic stimulus in general, as a way of maintaining full employment in general. Because another thing firms will do when demand is high is that they will hire more workers. So the level of employment is fundamentally demand determined, which means that government spending can increase the level of employment.
Canyonero!
Another pillar, I think, of post-Keynesian economics is fundamental uncertainty. So post-Keynesians generally believe that the future is fundamentally unknowable. Things like entrepreneurial opportunities, inventions, investment opportunities can't really be estimated with probability distributions. You've seen things like war, the supply chain crisis. What was the probability of war with China? Like, we just don't know. There's no probability there. You can't run the earth. You can't run the economy 200 times and see what the probabilities are, like you can with, you know, rolling a pair of dice. And so Keynes, I think, believed that that had implications for the level of investment in the economy because of something called liquidity preference. People would always want cash on hand. The most liquid asset, which is generally cash, maybe deposits, and in some cases bonds, particularly treasuries, US government bonds, but mostly cash. They would want that on hand to deal with this fundamental uncertainty. Now what that meant, in turn, was that there was no... Instead of investing, people would just withdraw money from the economy, especially capitalists and especially financiers would withdraw... Mate, the camera... would withdraw money from the economy. And so there wouldn't necessarily be enough investment. And it didn't matter whether prices fell, that wouldn't help, which was kind of the neoclassical real business cycle austerity type mindset that Keynes was arguing against.
Oh boy!
That just wouldn't happen.
Right next to Bart's baby shop.
So the result of this is, if employment is demand-driven, right, and there is no tendency for investment to take place, then there's no reason that we would tend to full employment in the market, because investors are always holding on to their money, especially in times of economic uncertainty. The level of investment will not necessarily be high enough to create full employment.
I should pay more attention.
And I'd say that the final thing that post-Keynesians believe, and this is something that Keynes was kind of reticent to talk about because he didn't want to be associated with Marxism, but they believe that wages and profits are fundamentally a matter of bargaining power and are not determined by like the productivity of wages and capital, because production takes place in blocks, right? It's like, what's the productivity of an office worker separate from their computer? What's the productivity of a construction worker separate from their shovel? What's the productivity of, you know, a whole firm without their accountant? Or if you zoom out even more, it's like, take the health sector away from the economy, take the education sector away, take the transport sector away. It's all a collective, it's all collective production. You can't isolate any one individual's productivity. And this kind of coheres with the demand-driven point I was making earlier, because the if you're like hiring people in blocks, machines, buildings, raw materials and workers, investment in new technologies, research and development, if it all happens together, then it's going to come in these discrete blocks that respond to demand. So you'll increase your quantity of overall resources employed, everything at once, when demand takes place, when demand rises. The contrary opinion would be that you increase each resource one at a time up until it reaches its marginal the cost of it reaches its marginal productivity, which was the neoclassical one. But you can't vary these things independently, right? So it's all just determined by demand and cost. So quantity is determined by demand, price is determined largely by cost. So, yeah, I haven't looked at it in a while, post-Keynesian economics. I used to read quite a lot of post-Keynesian stuff. Oh, we can get more coins here. But if you take demand-driven employment, fundamental uncertainty, and bargaining power between the resources, because production is collective and not determined by marginal productivity, those are the sort of three basic building blocks, I'd say, of it. And I think Engelbert Stockhammer has spoken about this. I think he calls it the triangle of post-Keynesian economics, or the pyramid or something. Like, he spoke about it in the Rethinking Economics Pluralist Reader.
It was.
But the most important point, really, is that there's no tendency towards full employment. There's no reason that factors of production are paid like something that's in line with their productivity or somehow justified in terms of economic efficiency or even morally. And Keynes, I think, actually made a joke that the trade unions should set wage levels in an economy, which is kind of what happens in Germany. Obviously in combination with everyone else, but...
This will look great on our mantelpiece.
Oh, let's save. We know these emulators are prone to a bit of a crash. How is industrial policy supply side? And why do post-Keynesians hate industrial policy, supply side policies anyway? Gonna have to explain what you're talking about a bit. Can't just throw bombs. Bit like you're such an old man. I don't know if you're actually an old man, but it's like, well, you say you like this, but you also hate this. How do you square that? It's like, did you just make that up in your head? It's like Twitter. It's like, was that ancient tweet where it was like, Twitter is basically just someone making someone up in their head to be mad about. What was the productivity of Apple without Steve Jobs? Pretty bad. I don't know, it's carried on going without him, hasn't it? Price is kind of affected by diminishing marginal returns. I mean, I don't think post-Keynesians generally believe in diminishing marginal returns, no.
This isn't stealing.
I need
Why do you keep hitting it?
I need to get some clothes. What's going on in chat? Oh man, there's too much going on in chat for me to catch up, sorry. I just did a full explanation. I didn't even look at chat when I was going through my explanation. I think it'll be more refined in Engelbert Stockhammer's work, but that's basically how I see it.
Whoops.
Ah.
Ow, rude. That's gonna cost me. I am so embarrassed. I hope there's not much more. Are you blind?
I don't. Where's the fucking clothes shop?
Look out!
Gasoline. Get the inmate clothes at the school Quickie Mart or Bart's room. Oh! Man, there's just so many places I can get it.
Cautiously, wildly accelerating. Ooh.
Uh-oh!
Okay, Marge, stick to the plan.
No, I fucked it. It's crashed into the tree. It's okay, I can still... School Quickie Mart or Bart's room. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Not this way. This way.
I need some road rage. No time for caution.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nadim. That is actually a piece of banking deregulation that I broadly support, actually.
On the road, jerk.
Have you seen Bank of Dave? Has anyone seen that film Bank of Dave? There's a second one now as well, which I haven't seen. But oh, here's the quickie mark.
I'm scared and disoriented.
Really good.
Just one little adjustment.
It's so hard to set up a bank in the UK. I mean, I think it's hard in most countries, and I do understand why, but it's like, it's too hard.
All I know is pay.
What grubber chow do you have?
I would be happy to suggest these new pretzel rods. They're made by an oil company.
Man, I forget that Marge went to prison. Oh, where's the Canyonero? Here we are. Oh. He's just here. We'll get a repair just in case.
These here. I need a Long Island iced tea.
Help him harvest ketchup packets for the winter. Don't let time run out. Let me guess. Am I going to drive around hitting items?
We need them ketchup packets people done throwed out to feed on during the long winter. Help me fetch them.
Am I going fast enough? It's not that high.
I'm very disappointed.
Hey, I know another dumpster's round here somewheres. I can feel it in my stank bones.
Some wars. Some wars.
I'll clean that up later.
This is a really bad day.
The fintech scene. I'm not sure. I know a few people working for fintech companies. I think there's some, yeah. In fact, I do know a few people working for fintech companies. Finance is one of our best industries. Shame it only makes the rich richer. Haha.
You got it.
Oh, that was better than the movie box.
You can tell the guy who wrote this is like not a Simpsons writer, but a Simpsons mega fan.
Whatever just happened was none of my business.
Are you kidding?
Oh, I could have made a good septic system out of it.
That is genuinely quite difficult. Gary Stevenson. Bro. I gotta refer you to one, my FAQ, two, the
Ketchup packets people done throwed out to feed on.
the video on this channel, which is like one of my most recent videos, which is a stream clip of me talking about him for like half an hour.
We need them ketchup packets people done throwed out to feed on during the long winter. Help me fetch them. Hey, I know another dumpster's round here somewheres. I can feel it in my stank bones.
Smashy, smashy.
To be fair, I reckon that's part of the bit where I got
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's through here.
Oh, I'm flying like a turkey. Stop that nonsense.
Nonsense. See, this is the thing, right? This is what this game does. It's sort of... It's like stupid difficult, like arbitrarily difficult. You crash straight into a tree and it turns your van to face into the tree so that you can't get out. It's like almost accidentally difficult. Oh god. Okay, fucking hell, man.
Sensible shoe to the metal.
Can't imagine we'll do it this time either. Maybe if we'd made that jump. I got 6 more in 20 seconds, I don't think so. To be fair, this actually isn't much better than last time.
I could have made a good septic system out of that.
This is pretty cool. Oh, close.
I could have sworn I had more time left.
Have I tried driving faster?
Marge Simpson, at your service. Nice girls, finish fast.
I'm quite interested in this. I'm quite excited for the Nintendo Switch 2, actually. I watched Marcus Brownlee's review of it, and I thought it looked quite good. Although I might wait for the second version because of apparently the battery's a bit dead. But I don't actually play for that long, and I don't take it out of my house. So, and I often also play it. So the arrows there are kind of misleading. Oh no.
No, I got 5 hound dogs in here.
Whoa, what? That just turned the wrong way completely. Okay, this is... you can tell this game started to piss me off a bit. Yeah, I reckon they'll... That is... Jesus Christ, man.
Is this going to affect my insurance?
I reckon they'll improve the battery in like the second round. Not that I can afford a Switch 2 anyway. Or that it's necessarily worth it with the current games. I don't think it is. I mean, Mario Kart's fun, but like... Oh, man. We are not making better... Like, I mean, we're gaining a few seconds each time, but... I guess that's the way progress works. It's not like satisfying progress, though. It's just annoying.
I don't have to pay for that.
I wish I had some really big tires like I saw on the TV once.
Nuts.
Fuck me. Oh, we're gonna make it. Oh, it's through that. Oh, you have to go up there. Fuck's sake. No. XR glasses. Man, you won't catch me dead in those. The big beautiful bill. You know what, I actually, on my Tuesday stream, I might look a bit more into what's actually in that, but I understand that it's cutting healthcare for a bunch of people. It massively expanding the budget for ICE. And, yeah, a few bad things.
Send the bill to Homer. Look away, people. Nothing to say.
I know you're being facetious, Proud Ham, but it is actually, yeah, like, I think, oh shit, I missed the school. Oh my god. I think also having come from just come from playing GTA 5. Oh man, have I missed one? Alright, fuck it. So, it's like, you can smash more things up in GTA 5. In this, there are things that just you can't. In GTA, it's like, big lampposts. For some reason, big lampposts are like that one on the right just there, are the one thing you can't smash. In everything else, everything else you can basically smash. But in this,
People done throwed out to feed on during the long winter. Help me fetch 'em. Hey, I know another dumpster's round here somewheres. I can feel it in my stank bone.
Oh, my.
Oh, I could have made a good septic system out of that.
Well, you shouldn't enjoy that.
but yeah, the obstacles in this like can just absolutely screw you.
I hope this isn't stealing.
Right, okay, I think we've done it. It's close, it's close.
Oh, I'm gonna have to sell my smell hound to pay for that. You got real pretty acceleration.
I hope there's not much more.
Just didn't reach that one. Yeah, ICE is now one of the world's largest standing militaries. Oh, get away from it.
Dang it.
My bad.
Don't worry, that stuff heals fast.
It's quite funny how many libertarians just like have made their peace with Trump because they're actually just fucking morons and bigots,
Check out insurance.
even though he's like such an anti-libertarian candidate. I mean, libertarianism turned into the alt-right, didn't it, basically? So literally the state literally snatching people from the streets, cracking down on the right to free association, free
Now,
speech,
about your query.
deporting
My
people to
grandpappy done seen
concentration
one of them
camps.
porn drawings once, but he's with Allah now. You might should ask some other old folks about it. Maybe try around the graveyard.
Thanks, Cletus.
Twarn't nothing.
Massive tariffs,
I had no idea.
arbitrary intervention in businesses, governments in cahoots with private business, crony capitalism. All things that we thought many on the right were against,
Slow and
but clearly they
steady
are
wins
not.
the race. Hook me up with some wheels, man.
You'll probably lose your coverage. I'm sorry to hear that, Cage. Paul Ryan put up a good fight. Not good
Excuse me,
enough.
small man. Can you help me?
Leave the Republican
I'm
Party.
hiding from the police. If the police find me out past curfew, they'll throw me in jail. I won't survive another night in jail.
Well, I was wondering if you've ever seen a crop circle.
Talk to Abe. He mentioned crop circles once. Hurry up and get to the home before the police lock the doors.
Because libertarians can't universalize their worldview, or they would find it to be logically inconsistent, so ultimately the ideology for most boils down to give me things and let me do what I want. I think so. I think that's roughly true. Because yeah, it's like if you subscribe to that very untenable idea of individualism, which is very much mediated through the kind of modal beliefs of a rationalist, tedious, middle-class, white, young American bloke
This is incredible.
who's probably an incel. then you run into problems, right? Because ultimately, you know, we live in a society and all that.
Good thing this car.
So yeah, you run into obvious problems.
Everyone better stay out of my way. No time for caution. Could you do
So therefore, what are you left with? Well, that everyone should, your will and your idea of what society is should be imposed on everyone else. You have to order people around because you cannot have a truly, like,
Sweet as a cheese
individualistic worldview.
No,
If you don't think about how society, you know, fits together and how there are always competing interests and values, then you just end up putting your values and interests to the top and imposing them by force, which is just fascism. Talk to Grandpa. Free trade. I don't think free trade's like a very coherent idea. There's trade deals
What? Huh?
and
I
institutions
can't tell you
that
about
govern
crop circles
trade.
right now. Those lousy renegades stole my pills.
It's how they're
Put up
managed.
my ag relief, I'll start fighting nurses. You don't need the lawsuit. You darn ricket and crop circles and begging ag relief.
Oh dear. Marge Simpson, at your service.
Do you play as a poo in this? Or as
Not very good at this.
Smithers or something?
Whoops.
There are 7 levels with 7 thingies each, right? 7 missions each. Fucking hell, dude. Brad Goodmouth.
I'll do my best.
And the first 4 are the 4 grown, non-baby members of the Simpsons family. But then the... Oh no, that's fucked. And the last 2 are Bart and Homer again, from what I remember. But then what's the 5th one? Is there a 5th one? Leftists oppose what's being called free trade, but in actuality is trade agreements that favour corporations, like the Investor-State Dispute Act,
Cost me.
intellectual property laws. They've been saying that since the Seattle protests in the 90s. They literally said that, Nadim. Oh, so it's there, it's there. Okay, right, fine. Also, there are degrees, right? Like, I think early like the tariffs under Trump 1.0 and Biden were targeted. They were sensible. They made sense. There's no reason to put tariffs on absolutely everything. It's like saying, well, you know, leftists usually are in favour of tax increases, so increase taxes to 100. No, obviously that's not 100%. That's obviously not the thing. And it doesn't help that Trump's just like threatening everyone and being inconsistent. I mean, that's just politics. It's bad politics.
How could you
At least
hooligan steal an old man's
socially.
medication? You give it back right now.
Oh, we traded it to some dudes in a black car for these play dudes? Check it out, man. This one's got an interview with the guy who invented the wah-wah pedal.
Let's do this thing. Cautiously, wildly accelerating. Ooh. I am so embarrassed.
Uh-oh. Someone's done a little U-turn. You know what I started watching? Adam Smith. What the fuck's his name? Adam Curtis. Adam Curtis's latest documentary, which is called Shifty. It's a 5-part documentary that seems to be about deindustrialization and fracture, which is why the term U-turn reminded me of it.
Oh my heavens! Oh, I just polished that.
I've only watched one of them. He's quite funny, Adam Curtis. Like, he definitely... It's definitely fashionable to hate him, but
What are you thinking?
even from a purely aesthetic viewpoint, I find his documentaries quite enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, I'll clean that up later. Everyone better stay.
Well, the investor states dispute... resolution allows companies to sue poor governments for their hits to their profits, which just stops them from engaging in governance.
My bad.
Wait, what the hell? Oh, you have to start from the fucking... 1 second, be right back, be right back.
Marge Simpson, at your service. Now where do I go? Not very good at this. Whoops.
Moish,
Oh, God,
Moishi
I'm gonna like that.
Postone and Robert Kurtz. Do I think... The historical content is iffy, but the vibes are so good. Yeah, that's the thing.
I hope they're all right.
You drive.
It's definitely worth watching, even if you're not, like, gonna get your... Oh, fuck off. If you're gonna get your... You're not gonna get your, like, meat and potatoes from it. Oh.
Polygons. Okay, Marge, stick to the plan. I'm not very good at this.
Oh, fucking hell, man. That was literally a mare. Oh, shit.
You blind?
Shit, shit, shit. Come on. No, fuck off.
Goodness. I need some road rage. Move it or lose it, Buster.
See me gradually... Oh,
Come.
gradually reaching the end of my tether with this game. The Crown. Oh, I didn't like The Crown.
I'll do my
I-
best.
I say this as somebody who literally has a video about Downton Abbey coming out, like, soon, like tomorrow, or whatever. the Crown was just like too many fucking toffs. Being annoying toffs, and I couldn't get on with it.
Please don't sue us again. Oh, now who put that there?
Careful! I have bad reflexes.
How could you hooligans steal? I wonder who put these here. It's true. Women drivers aren't very good. My bad.
Mate, see that? That is ridiculous.
Smashy, smashy. Oh dear. I sure hope no one saw that. Oh, I don't have any pockets.
What the heck were you? This was what?
It was an accident.
This is kind of clever because having taught you to take all the shortcuts for a very long time, the game is now teaching you not to.
Son of a biscuit. Oh, that looked expensive.
Whoa, how are you supposed to get that one? That is outrageous. I'm glad that I got it there. Shit, 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 shit.
I hope this isn't stealing. Not very good at this. I hope there's not much more. That guy was one bad driver. No time for caution.
Were the robber barons more philanthropic? I don't think so. Bill Gates is extremely philanthropic, right? Maybe it's just him though.
Crazy medicine, Grandpa.
Hot diggity! Sweet, sweet medication! Gimme, gimme, gimme!
Oh, great. Now I need something to wake him up.
Media Mushroom, you will not like my new video then. I love Downton Abbey, but I don't like The Crown.
Off the road.
Downton Abbey, the economics of Downton Abbey though, which is obviously what the video is about, is kind of interesting.
Do I like this?
Safe and sound.
I don't even know why I got in the car. Hey,
These will jog your memory.
trucker's choice.
Huh? What?
For the last freaking time, tell me about the crop circles.
There I was surrounded by Tojo and his Nazi henchmen, when one of them, a raccoon as I recall, hits me with a banjo. Now, I never reasoned with a raccoon, let alone a Nazi one, so I...
Grandpa, what does this have to do with the crop circle?
Not a thing! Where was I? Right, now, the first time I
The
rode
cutscenes
in
are
a
broken
car...
on this emulator.
Okay. It was so long ago that I'll have to describe it in sepia tone. Well, as I recall, it was sort of a cosmic kind of thing. Shaped kind of like a planet with an old-fashioned radio antenna coming off it.
A planet with an antenna? That sounds awfully familiar. I think it was at the Quickie Mart. That's it. It was on a bottle of pop. Maybe that will jog Bart's memory. Mark in charge.
Me and Michael Hobbs are basically the same person. Okay, so firstly, I'm not bald.
Road, rage, building.
Secondly, I'm younger than him. Thirdly, I'm not gay. And fourthly, my voice is much less annoying than his. But I do love If Books Could Kill. Also, I'm better at science. Basically the same person. Psha! 5 differences I just gave you. 5.
Was so fast.
Okay, let's get this card.
Do it.
I also actually don't play that many video games. Not that I'm being defensive at all.
Having 3 kids really slows you down.
I actually don't play video games that much. I'd say I play video games every other day.
This goes in my hope chest.
May as well get some bloody... Get some bloody coins. See, now we've got enough for all sorts of outfits and vehicles. I don't know why the emulator can't handle the cutscenes. Like the graphics in the cutscene are slightly better, but also this computer's like 1,000 times as powerful as the GameCube. Oh, you gotta go upstairs.
Do you know where my family lives?
Wait. Oh, you've got to go up to the... Oh, you've got to jump up. You've got to jump up. You're allergic to shows about the quaint generosity and gentle wisdom of the British upper classes. It's because you're ungrateful.
Bart, do you recognize this
Everything we've
design?
done for you.
That's the alien mind control cola. They gave us tons of that up in the alien spaceship. They're using it to make the town go crazy.
Oh, thank God! You snapped out of your trance. I was so worried.
Later, I'm going to the arcade.
This conspiracy goes all the way to the top. I need a little extra firepower. As Officer Marge.
I do think that... Okay, so to defend Downton Abbey, I will say a few things. Firstly, I think it's just a very, very well-made show with, like, good... See, it was worth getting those coins. I knew it. Like, good dialogue, good... What does it say? Oh. Good cinematography, all of that type of stuff. I just think it's a really well-made show. Great music as well. Amazing music. Secondly, I will say that it does spend a lot of time on the service staff as well. I think it spends, like, as much time on the service staff as the family. And I think it makes the point about that. thirdly, what I talk about in the upcoming video is how, like, it's kind of weirdly accurate in its history, like its economic history. Oh my god, bruv.
I need more step aerobics classes.
I don't think you can run out of stamina in this, can you? You can just keep running. But yeah, a lot of like what happens in Downton Abbey. If you know a little bit about like the history of the period, I'm no expert, but from what I looked into it, it's like, wow, it's kind of, they did their research, and that's what I think is interesting from the perspective of like looking at the economics of Downton Abbey and stuff. It's like, oh wow, there's actually some stuff to discuss here about like what happened.
Just let me catch my breath.
So that's my defense of Downton Abbey. There you go.
I need a Long Island iced tea.
At the same time, if you want to tell me it's propaganda for the British aristocracy, then, you know, I can't argue with that. It's true. It's obviously true.
Yippee!
Oh, man.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Just one more fucking
Has to go.
thing, is it? How do you get up there? It's here, isn't it? It's here. Yeah. Okay. I did that in the wrong order. Yeah, it was written by Lord Julian Alexander Fellows. It was written and created by him. But that's like, you know, it's not, I don't know, problematizing a show as like pro-capitalist or rich propaganda, like, that's not really my vibe. I mean, it's true.
Having 3 kids.
I suppose when I watch something like that, and I'm not saying anyone has to watch anything. Obviously, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it, right? And it's worth noting all of this stuff that we just mentioned. At the same time, my question is like, what can we get out of it? Can we get something out of it? Can we like enhance our understanding? I don't know. I just try to have like a slightly more positive mindset on things, but I don't know. Also, not being Scottish, the posh Brits don't annoy me quite as much as they probably annoy Scots.
I swear I used to be a better runner.
Ah, fucking it. I'm gonna add camera to my list of fucking gripes with this thing.
Yippee! Oh boy! Woo! Wee!
Have I read any physics books? Not for a while. I used to read more. Then I got absorbed into just economics.
Selling the cola. I need more step aerobics classes.
Okay, do you think that Lord Robert Crawley, Lord Grantham, is actually
Just let me
depicted
catch my breath.
that well? Because I think he comes off as quite a bit of an arsehole who's quite old-fashioned and is sexist.
Apu, I think you should be aware that you're selling a tainted cola. Where's this stuff coming from?
Well, there is little here not tainted in some way. Even the astrology scrolls give poor advice. But I will get to the bottom of this.
Well, it made Bart go crazy. And if I find the distributor, I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
Careful, Mrs. Simpson. This cola makes people do irrational things without guilt. It is as though they have bottled the effects of a raging frat kegger.
That's it. I'm going after it. And any other evil cola trucks I can find.
Oh, I've got to destroy a truck.
Everyone better stay out of my way.
Back in my vehicle. I reckon each character has 1 on-foot mission and 6 in-vehicle missions. Oh, God.
Kind sir, could you give me a lift?
God, I just haven't read... I don't know anything modern. I mean, there's people like Brian Cox and...
Oh, my goodness.
In fairness, I complain more, but I actually do like this one where you crash into them. This, satisfies my boy brain.
Ice your wounds. What's the big idea? You got it. My bad. Sensible shoe to the metal. I'll get you, you evil cola bottlers and distributors.
Okay, so does doing the mission increase your police fucking
Send the bill to Homer.
rating? But when you hit like the vehicle that you're supposed to be hitting for the mission, does that contribute to it? Because that seems a bit stupid. Come on, Marge. Uh-oh.
Oh, doodlebugs.
What, you mean the one with Lisa and Marge, where she's like... I thought Lisa was really like articulate in that, and I thought that was quite good. Why do you think that's damaged leftists? That was such a good hit. We were patient.
Nice girls, finish fast.
Come on, you little prick.
Time for caution.
Look out!
Not very good at this. Keep canyon narrow.
Can we get a nice bit of repair or no?
I'm not very good at this. Are you blind? Ah, nuts. Oh my goodness. Nice girls, finish fast. My bad.
That's
I
good.
should pay more attention. Look, no hands.
Oh, it's too wordy. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it was very funny in the context of the episode. It's like... because it makes Marge look stupid, right?
Cautiously,
As well.
wildly accelerating.
Marge, as the police officer, looks stupid. But, yeah. Mate, memes have just probably damaged communication, I think, in general.
You keep hitting everything.
I actually stopped using memes, really. Which is quite weird.
Road rage.
They feel a bit dated, and obviously Elon Musk has ruined them completely.
Look away, people. Nothing to say.
I'd have to actually look at the full monologue, JB, to see what you mean, because I don't remember it in its entirety. I hope you get your citizenship, Nadim.
Not very good at this.
I hope you get your Australian citizenship.
Score's settled. Now to go home to my family.
You took my precious cola, Marge. It's the only thing that gives me the courage to take off my shirt in the station locker room. You're going down.
So it's so much easier to escape than it is to chase, I think. Although not if you keep crashing, as is my want.
All that driving? Ow. Woo.
The only acceptable memes are just dad jokes. Yeah. You may be right there. I actually I've got some time for the old ones. The noughties ones. Like, you know, where you just had... I don't know, overly intrusive girlfriend or whatever the fuck she was called. Overly, whatever, scary girlfriend, that kind of stuff.
Marge in charge.
Do you remember when Elon became meme? I know, he made comedy legal. Didn't you hear about it? Oh, we made comedy legal. I am becoming meme. It's the only time I feel justified in being like slightly ableist in my impressions is Elon Musk. You do play as a poo. We will, please don't what? Man, that is enough,